It's a podcast, it's a video, and more.
Okay.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of
We grown.
Question mark.
I'm Moya,
I'm Jess.
And I'm Sean.
and we're going to start things off the way we always do with what has had you feeling grown.
I'll go first. What had me feeling grown today? I mean, y'all know the kind of job that I have. I'm basically like a glorified guidance counselor, and I was talking to one of my kids, and he he's like a doer, an overachiever doer, and I'll be like, yo, you gotta chill. Like, you need to calm down. So he's like really like grinding to get his associate's degree in like a semester. And I was like, that's a lot. So he's taking classes at his main school. So he's taking like two summer classes at his main school. And then he was like, I'm gonna get the associate's degree. And takes like five classes at the community college at the same time. And I'm like, yo, like, calm down. Calm down. Because this is a lot of classes. But he does it. He does well. He gets a ridiculously high GPA when he's good. So then we're talking today, and he's like, I think, what if I get another internship during the summer, like next summer? And I'm like,
And
and this
and
one,
school?
and
And
the
school?
and the internship he's got.
What I'm saying, is it two internships or two internships and school?
It could be either of those options. It could be like a part-time internship with this part-time internship and school, or it could be like a full-time internship in school, or a full-time internship, a part-time internship. We were just discussing it, and I'm like, you should be a teenager and like enjoy your summer sometimes, just a little bit, just sometimes. I was like, because I was like, you don't realize it. I realize it because I'm older now. I was like, but like, enjoy and have fun now. Like, be an adult and stuff later. Like, you're 19. Like, I was like, if you don't know how to swim, go learn how to swim. Go, I don't know, go on Instagram and see one of them, like, oh, this is a beautiful view, and go do the hike or whatever. Like, go somewhere and do that. It's like, and enjoy your summer because, like, having the chance to just do nothing during summer isn't going to be that, like, you're not going to have that opportunity for long. And I was like, just chill. Like, and I was like, and like, you don't have to listen to me. You could do the internships if you want. I was like, but just remember, like, you have the rest of your life to work and do this
Yeah.
stuff. I was like, I don't know, you might be interested in learning how to knit. Go knit. Go learn. Like, do something that for you though. Like, don't just do it to get experience and work. Like, my guy, like, you're already grinding. Like, but you do. I don't know. There's just a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually saw something today on Threads, and it was a mom that I follow, and she has like her son is like an actor, and he's a high achiever, and she said he wasn't feeling well, and he like woke up early in the morning and started doing homework and all this other stuff, and she like had to tell him in the morning like, don't do that again, like, rest. She's
Yeah.
like, we have to teach our children to rest, even the ones that are high achievers, because that helps you be a more well-rounded adult. But also, like, you are a child. Like, you don't have to keep performing because you kind of end up encouraging those, what was it, talented and gifted kids that were constantly pushed and pushed and pushed. And now we kind of ascribe our worth to what we put out. So I definitely think that you did a great job of like encouraging him to like be a kid because
Like, my guy, like, breathe.
yeah, yeah. Like, and I keep that in mind. Like, our childhood is such a small part of life. Being a teenager, a young adult, like, young adult, key word there. Like, you're still young.
Right.
Enjoy it. Enjoy the youth. Enjoy having that safety net, that margin of, hey, I'm going to take some time to just goof, you know? Because
Does
goofing
he
gonna
have
look different.
does he have the support to do that? Because we're saying that as people who have parents and things that we could fall back on, but some people don't have that. Some people they gotta grind
Push.
and do all of that.
No, he
Hmm.
does. He does. He's
Okay.
okay. Like this was just like sometimes it's like I want to try it to see if I can, and I'm like, but you know you can.
Mm, hmm.
It's like so like I feel some I had this like these conversations with these kids that be talking about I gotta struggle, and I'm like, you don't. They like struggle builds character, and I'm like, but struggling to struggle sounds crazy. I'm like,
Sounds like manufacturing trauma.
yeah, because it's like, oh, like I'm gonna quit my job to do this, like, and
Mm,
I'm like, okay, but like, and they like, but I really need money, and I'm like, so maybe don't quit your job that you make money at,
yeah, that's kind
and
of
do
the
that.
main topic of today, huh?
And it's like, and do that on your free time, and it's like,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna do it full time and quit, and then later on they like, oh my god, like I'm struggling, and I'm like, character, like I don't know, like it's terrible, but that had me feeling
Yeah.
grown, just given. Maybe it's also because since I worked during college, like I worked during the summers and stuff. I mean, I had great summers. Like I still did stuff, but I also went to school during the summer. Like I remember we went to Puerto Rico, and then like John went to a quinceañera, and I was at home, like doing homework in Puerto Rico. So it was like it'd probably be real nice to be at that party right now. I bet that cake is really good. And they like, where's Sean at? Doing homework, writing a paper. Like,
Hmm.
you're right. So,
Hmm.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's interesting. So I'll go next. What had me feeling grown is recently it seems that people are starting to schedule more things on Sundays. And like Sunday is reset day. Like it's rest for us. Like we don't really go anywhere, plan anything. Like we just might go out to eat, maybe. But even that, my husband be like, let's just make some breakfast at home. We'll do breakfast for lunch and then we'll do dinner. Like he does not want to be bothered on Sundays. And I don't either. I Sunday is the only day I can actually take a good nap, like a good one. And we're just I'm not understanding why people are planning things for and I guess it's cheaper to get a venue, blah 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 blah. But the logistics, I'm not even just him, but also him. Also him. But not even just him though. Other people as well.
I was not
I
being
wasn't even
specific.
thinking about him.
I feel like you were. But he do watch our podcast and I'm calling him out too. But why Sunday? Now I got to take off Monday, or I have to like rearrange my life to accommodate. And rearrange my life means I don't get to take my nap. Like I don't get to just veg out. Like Sunday, I be locked in my room. I don't let the kids. I lock the door. I'll put that in my kids' corner. I lock the door, attempt to have people away from me, and yeah, I can't do that if I gotta go to, I don't know, a party or whatever it is, or oh, let's have dinner. Oh, let's do this. Oh, I'm old. I just want to take my little Sunday siesta. That's it. That's all I want to do. That's all I do. So that's had me feeling grown because I've been trying to like not just say no because it's Sunday, even though I really deep down in my heart I've been like, why can't you do it Friday, Saturday? It's mad days available. But also, if you did it on weekdays, I probably still wouldn't do it. So I guess you don't have a lot of days available. You got Saturday and a good Friday night, maybe. That's all. That's it.
It depends on the event on Sunday for me. So like I would definitely hang out with like some friends on Sunday if we do like brunch. Like let's meet up for brunch and then we eat
Yeah,
and then that's it.
and go home.
Because I'm like I got meal prep and that takes some time. Or like if I know in advance, like maybe I'll throw something in a crock pot or something, but I'm like the meal has to be prepped.
Yeah.
That's crazy because now I'm thinking about it, like how I used to like jam pack my Saturday and then also cram stuff into my Sunday and then go right back to work on Monday. Like I used to be running the streets no, Friday night to Sunday evening almost, and then be like, oh yeah, Monday. And now I'm like, the thought of that. I'm not having no 3-day weekend of stuff to do. Sunday, don't
Yeah.
talk to me.
Yeah.
Friday, that's really like my Friday, because I'd be like, y'all trying to go out? I'm like, if I'm being honest, I probably go to bed earlier on Friday than I do the weekend. Like Friday, like when Kendall go, we'd be like, well, it's about that time. I'm in the bed
Yeah.
by 9:30 on Friday,
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
and I'd be like,
The only
y'all,
reason, go ahead.
I'd just be like, I can't, because it's just like at the end of the week, you just be like, you be thinking about it, like, I know I'm gonna sleep good tonight, and then it's just like, don't, but it's cool.
Yeah. I'll say the only reason I don't do Friday like that is because of like hanging out with my dad, and it just always ends up being a little later. But as soon as we get home, bed, sleep. Like we take their clothes over there, y'all gonna shower over here. As soon as you walk in this house, go in your bed and go to bed. Like don't ask me no more questions, don't ask for no snacks. You had everything you needed over at grandpa's house. So it's almost the same. We probably are in bed at 9 or yeah, about 9:30 because we leave my dad's house at like 8:30.
Girl, you saying y'all was over there? I thought y'all was over there
We
till
be up.
10, 11.
First of all, that's a little ridiculous. That's ridiculous. We be over there. We usually get there at like 5. Me and Marcus leave. We let the grandparents time. Y'all, we go out, we eat, we come back, we be like, y'all done with them or what? And if they not done, we talk, we chill. But 8, my husband start getting angsty. Like, what we doing? It's time to go. He trying to be in the bed.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Hmm. Hmm. What had me feeling grown? Ah, so many things. Um, I think probably more recently is just like you kind of have that realization like that you're grown when you have like multiple people who are technically older than you, I guess looking to you for direction for things, especially like at work. Like, oh, I'm I'm the adult here. I'm the leader. Like you're coming to me. You're coming to me for answers. Okay. And not just answers, but like confident, resolute answers. And I don't know. I think I've been used to just kind of being one of the other people, just like, oh, I'll give advice here and there. But like now being like more in a leadership role is just very, very weird to like realize like, oh, y'all are leaning on me to give y'all these
Yeah.
answers. Like I'm responsible. Okay. Yeah, that definitely has me feeling like a full on adult. Like even this morning I wake up to like emails of like, hey, um, how should I respond to this? And I'm like, girl, I don't know.
Ask Google, ask ChatGPT.
So then I sat and thought about it for a minute. I'm like, no, this is how you respond to this. Okay. But I'm
Yeah.
like, girl, why are you asking me?
Like, that's funny. It'd be like that.
Just a baby.
It do be like that. It's just, I mean,
Yeah.
especially at work, because like I'm looking for a new deputy now. Let me not. It sounds like my other deputy is leaving. He's not. We just have way too many people, so we need another person to deal with all the children that we deal with. Um, Not children, young adults. But it's just like my last deputy, she's in her 50s, and like she just retired. And then it was just like it would be so weird to be like have this 21-year-old boss. Like, what do you want me to do? Or like, what
Yeah.
do we do? And then they looking at me like, what do you
What
mean?
do we do?
So I always
Yeah.
wonder how other people feel about that too. Like if they feel the same way that we feel, where we like, I don't know. And then they like, what do you
Yeah.
mean you don't know? You the boss. Am
You
I?
the boss.
I'm just here.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Wow.
All right. So next, we do have segments now. New season, new things. Actually, we started this last season, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we started
Yeah.
this last season. So we're continuing our segments. And I know y'all missed the kids' story. So we're going to start this first episode of this season with Kids Corner. Anybody got a Kids Corner?
I do. I mean, we are just entering the phase now where Kendall's like obsessing with stuff,
Mm.
and I'm like, so like I watch K-pop Demon Hunter the music videos like twice a day on weekdays because she comes home, she grabs my hand. First, she's like, "Nana," and I'm like, "We're not having a banana yet. We can have it after dinner." And she's like, "Okay, pop," and I'm like, "No," and she's like, "Pop." Pop. I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. So then we watch Soda Pop. And I'm like, here we are. And then we dance in our circle. And then she's like, Pop. And I'm like, no. So yeah, I'm like, let's play with some blocks. And she's like, fine, that's it. But she's just like obsessing over stuff. And then like she now has identified teddy bears. And she's like, oh, I do like these. So she has like a Garfield. Well, she has a teddy bear. And then she threw it in the bathtub, and then it sank. And I was like, well, that's it. It's wet now. And she's like, give me my teddy bear. But now she's a Garfield that she like absolutely loves and takes everywhere. Yep,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
We didn't really go through that. I don't know. Well, not like that. I think now we have Joyous will, she got to sleep with something. She got to sleep with something. And it's funny because one day she wanted to sleep with her brother, and he's a he's a touchy person. So she's like, I gotta sleep with somebody. I'm gonna sleep with Hezzy. But Hezzy's like, if you're gonna sleep in here, we cuddling. Like that's what we doing. So he's like touching her, and he's like, and she's like, I don't want him to cuddle me. I don't want him to hug me. And she's like, and I'm like, you don't have to sleep in there though. Like you literally have your own room and your own bed. She's like, but I want to sleep with Hezzy. But Hezzy wants to cuddle. Like you gotta figure out what you want to do. You gotta pick one. She ended up sleeping in her own bed that night because Heavy was asleep within a couple minutes because he's like, I mean, you wanted to be in here, so we either cuddling or we not. Either cuddling or we not.
Oh.
But yeah, she has like a frog that she'll sleep with or like random stuff, which is new, which I don't know. I don't know if she saw that somewhere that you have to have something because they were never like that. It's like recent.
Yeah, it is interesting. It's just very like mine. And then like, but it's cute too because like Kendall, she's like, I'm like, oh here, have some water, and then she'll drink it, and then she's like, Garfield, and I'm like, okay. And then she drinks it, and then she gives some to Garfield, and I'm like, that's cute.
Yeah, it's cute when you too.
Yeah, until it's like yogurt, and then I'm like, stop putting the yogurt on Garfield. Garfield doesn't like yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
got a
don't
kids
know.
corner?
Yeah, I don't know if I talked about it in the earlier episode. I feel like we were on break when we started sleep training.
I
Um
remember.
I think
But you were
we
talking
had
about it
yeah,
again.
I think
so.
we were because it was after her birthday. It was after July. So um Yeah, sleep training was hard. I cried a lot. She cried a lot. But I realized my child has like the iron will. Like you will bend before she will bend. Like she is very determined to get what she wants. And so we had been co-sleeping for so long that she was like, I don't sleep in a crib by myself. Like, what did you think this was? I will scream and I will cry. And so like the first couple of nights, she cried and screamed and she would stand up and then fall asleep standing up in her crib and like just position herself to do like this, take a nap, and then wake up and start screaming and crying
Not
again
taking that.
for
Well, her
hours.
the I know you had like pictures of it. Does it show her face? Like, could we put a little
Yeah,
thing to
there's
show
I
people what
think
it
we
looks
have one
like?
that we could yeah, we can definitely get I'll send y'all the one that I posted before.
I was
Yeah,
very
because
impressed. I was like, that is impressive. I wish I could do that.
that girl was determined. Like we had to do we had to figure out what worked for her and it took a while. Like we had to cover like the bottom of the rails of her crib because she was sticking her feet through to keep herself from laying down. So she would put her feet through, and if she would fall over, then she would wake up because she'd feel her feet move in the rails that are, hanging out of the rails. And then, so we had to cover those. Then we had to cover the top that she was falling asleep on because then she started gnawing on it. And then we had to give her a sleep sack to also prevent her from putting her feet through the rails. And combination of all of that and just keeping with the sleep training, she did go to sleep. She's now like that's at bedtime. She's just like, yeah, okay. She still cries for like 2 seconds, but as soon as we close that door, she's like out, asleep. So lesson learned. My child will eventually get used to things, but you just gotta tough out her being her if it's good for her. Let me say that if it's good for her. Most of the time, I'm just like, you got it,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah.
I can't do it. You can't
Not
do it. It's
bending the
okay.
knee.
I will bend the knee. I will bend the knee.
Do you think
Yeah.
it was better to sleep train later than earlier?
I think for us it was better to sleep train later because she was able to put her own pacifier back in her mouth. Um, I feel like if she wasn't able to do that, I don't think she would have self-soothed as well. And like, there's a lot of stuff out there that's like relative as far as like what self-soothing is when they can actually self-soothe. But I think for her, like she knows how to put her pacifier in and that helps her. And so while the first couple of days it didn't matter, it definitely matters. Like now, she'll just be like, oh, and just go out. So I'm just like, yeah, I think for us it was definitely that better that we waited, um, so that she could kind of develop that comfort of like, okay, I know what works for me.
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
about naps?
Naps, we're not there. We still co-sleep for naps.
Okay. Like you sleep in the
we
middle of the day, like let me take this nap.
No, so like when my mom is here, my mom will like, just hold her until she goes to sleep. And if Ronald's here, he'll hold her till she goes to sleep. And then once she's asleep, you just lay her down and she'll stay there for 10 minutes to 2 hours.
Okay.
It just depends. But yeah, she'll sleep by herself. She just needs somebody to help put her to sleep for naps, which we were attempting to start that this week and it's hard to it's hard. It's hard because it's like retraining, sleep training all over again. Like it's like she doesn't know that her crib is for naps as well. She just knows it as like this is bedtime space. This is not daytime. I'm not supposed to be in here. And
Yeah.
like I work from home, so we started it while I was working from home, and I hear her crying, and I'm trying not to cry while I'm at work. So it's a lot. But yeah, we'll get
What's
there
that?
maybe eventually.
Mhm.
Maybe.
I mean, if y'all don't have a plan to put her in daycare or anything during her napping years and she just goes to kindergarten, it's not an issue. But yeah, I feel like it should be fine. I don't know if y'all can hear Hizzy or not. Okay. Kids Corner. My Kids Corner is kind of funny because Joyous has lost to three teeth. The first two she lost, you couldn't really see because the next two that were replacing it had already grown before they fell out. So I was like, ah, no fun. Like you don't got the little ugly smile. But this
Not a
tooth,
smile.
the kids have the little missing tooth smile. It's cute, but it's like it's also weird.
Snaggle tooth.
But yeah, so this tooth was loose for a while, and we're doing our little workout. Not me. I was washing dishes. The kids were doing their little workout, and Hezzy accidentally hits her in the mouth. And I hear, ah! And then she runs in there and she's like, um, Hezzy punched me in the face and knocked my tooth out. And I'm like, that seems excessive. Like, I don't think he punched you in the face and knocked your tooth out. So then she goes to the bathroom and she's washing her mouth out because now she's a pro at losing teeth. Because originally the first tooth was very traumatic. Like that girl was spazzing. Like she saw blood and she just went like just broke down. And I'm like, girl, does it hurt? She's like, no. And I'm like, so it's just blood. Like it's okay. I'm trying to calm her down. But now she's like, okay, she'll just go rinse her mouth out. And then she realized, wait a minute, my tooth is out. That means I get money. So Hezzy's trying to like apologize to her, and she's like, "It's okay. I'm gonna get money from the tooth fairy." And then she's like, "Thank you for knocking my tooth out."
No, thank you.
And so then they're so cute because they like hug each other and they all doing, You're welcome." Da, 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 da." And then I'm like, Hezzy, because now I'm like trying to go back to the original why you came to me screaming. I'm like, Hezzy, did you apologize to your sister for knocking her tooth out? She's like, she told me thank you. Like, I don't understand what the issue is. What do I need to apologize for? She said thank you. She
Right.
appreciates it. So what's the issue?
You know, I don't gotta apologize.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just like, okay. He has his commentary in the background, but he never. I don't think he actually apologized because he was just like, I did her a favor actually. So you're welcome. Like you're welcome.
That's
But
Hmm.
it was very very interesting. My kids corner for, I feel like I have to do two because I'd be focused on one and it's like do the other one. My kids corner for Hezzy is the other night. What did Hezzy do? The other night Hezzy was, dang it. This is what had me feeling grown because I literally just had it in my head. I literally just had it in my head and it just went like disappears. Ugh. Am I gonna think of it in the next 5 seconds? Hezzy, what'd you do the other night? Hezzy's over here listening to us record the podcast, but he's on his iPad, so he's like chiming in every once in a while, but y'all can't hear him. Y'all can't hear him. Um, what did that boy do? Okay, I'll come back to it at the end if I remember, or I'll just like randomly be like, "Wait, I remembered." So I guess we can go to the main topic. Main topic for today is potential. Like, how do you guys, and I'm going to start this really broad, and I know I didn't give y'all no prep time, so we might have to crop a little bit just to make this seem like we aren't having all this lag. But how do you guys define potential and what things should, let's start there. Let's start there. How do you define potential?
This is definitely one of those ones where Jess goes into a long rant and then I take the time to think about my answer. Um, but she didn't start talking. So, uh, potential, like you have the ability to go further, to be something. It just takes effort to get there. Um, whether that effort is put in or not. So like I always think about at my job, they promote for potential. Um,
Mm,
you get awarded for what you do, and you get promoted because you have the potential to do more.
that's good.
I like that.
Yeah, you like it until you don't get promoted.
It's like you don't got no potential.
Yeah, exactly. Then you like, I got the potential, just give it to me. Um, so yeah, that is my hodgepodge thought of a definition.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, it's hard for me to like define it right now. I don't know why, but I feel like it's potential means that there's already evidence to back that you will succeed or continue to grow in a certain area, or it can be a different area, but you have to have like the evidence somewhere else. And
Right.
it can be like a summation of like different aspects of your life or something that you've done to be like, oh, you know, you would be great at this because you've done X, Y, and Z. I don't think potential is something that is like an idea or like, hmm, I just randomly think you'll be great at a unicycle just because I can look at you and I see that you'll be great at a unicycle. Like that's not potential. Like no. Like there has to be like evidence. Like I'd have to be able to say like, "Oh, you're really great at riding a bike. You're really great at I don't know, balancing on one foot or, you know, being able to manage your center of gravity." So, yeah, I think those skills are transferable to you being good on a unicycle, you know? Like, yeah, so I think it's a summation of past experiences and evidence that you could do something else or do something more.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Those are
that.
both good. Those are both good. And those are kind of what Google is saying. So I have
Come on,
the
Google.
abilities, talent, or skills a person has that could be developed in the future. Then I have stored energy that has the ability to do work. And then I have
Mm.
possibility for something to happen or exist, right? So, with this understanding of potential, are there decisions that you would make based on potential and decisions you would not make based on potential? We could start with the things you would make based on potential. So, like Sean, you gave an example. I don't know if that's how you would do it for promotions, but that's something that we see is already happening and I guess works for them. Are there any other things that you would be like, yeah, I could move forward with this decision knowing that there's potential there?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you do the same thing with sometimes you can do the same thing with somebody taking a job. Like I feel like I didn't have the experience for the job that I'm in. Well, maybe not. I didn't have like managerial experience.
Hmm.
But someone saw potential in me based on the things that I've done in the past. Like, okay, you work with young adults. You do mentoring. You have experience in STEM, business, and some HR. So it's like I can use that as a you have the potential to do well at this job. So I can definitely see that being used to possibly hire someone. Um, but I mean, but like with that, you also typically have references. It's not just like, here's this, somebody's going to vouch for you. Someone's going to stick their neck out for you and be like, yeah, they can do this. What?
No, just references. Yeah. Having references is a great, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
So I think that is where you can use potential for stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I do my non? My non? yet? No, I'll hold that.
You can if you want, or we can continue with the which ones that you would.
Okay, go ahead, Jess. Or Moya, one of you. With your would haves.
For okay, we all have kids. We don't know what they would or wouldn't be good at this point. Well, we might have an idea. Like you can tell, oh, they're kind of athletic or they're kind of this or kind of that. So the activities that we put them in, we may base we may do based on their potential or what we think their potential is, or even choosing a school. Um, when I chose to move my daughter to a new school, it was the potential that this would be a better environment for her to learn, right? So I think in that aspect, because I don't really like, I did talk to some parents and things like that. I went to all of the stuff, like make sure I was well versed in what their structure was going to be like. So I had the reference, I guess. I had a reference point to be like, okay, this is my child. This is how this school is operated. So I think she would be a good fit here. And now that she's in it, we're still trying to figure out, did we make a good choice? Um, but we still have to evaluate that, even though we've made the decision. We're not locked in. Like we don't have to stay here. There's nothing saying you can't move again. So I think because it's not a hard and fast, you stuck with this for the rest of your life type of decision, we were okay with being like, okay, let's just try it and let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Good example.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that brings me to like I think in a friendships. Um, I feel like I've personally had some shifts in my friendships because, I'm in a space now where I have more demands, like I have a child, I have a husband, like I have a career, like so, the friends that I had while I was single, like I had more bandwidth and capacity to accept certain things that I'm just like, okay, like it's whatever. Like it's no big deal. Whereas now, like I don't have the emotional bandwidth. I don't have
Mhm.
the mental capacity to just be okay with certain things. And so like to see like Moyo said, and like we're not locked in, like we're not
Yeah.
married, like, we're just friends. So, you know, I'm also of the mind that people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So I'm like, maybe this season is up of this friendship because there is no potential for this friendship to progress further because I don't have the evidence that it would support the life that I have, the life that I'm building moving forward. Like, I don't have evidence that you would be understanding of me not being able to have as much time, to just hear your problems, and, just always mull over the same things or, have friends that expect you to drop everything to do stuff for them, but they don't necessarily do the same for you. And so, kind of just looking back and saying like, okay, let me just take a step back. Like, am I being reasonable? Let's look at the evidence. Like, have other friends abandoned this person? Abandoned is kind of crazy to say. Have other people abandoned this person for similar and or other reasons? If yes, then dang, that's a mark against you. Like, okay, like it's not just me.
Yeah.
Do you have the references to say like, yeah, like this person is a really good friend and references that I would trust or that I will rely
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if I don't have all of that, then I'm just like, you know what? This friendship has run its course and it's okay. Like it's
Yeah.
okay. It's just a part of life. Like it's no bad blood, no vitriol. It's just we're growing in two different directions. And I
Yeah.
wish you well. I wish myself well, and God bless. See you around. Maybe not.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna add on to that too. I want to say that everything is, I mean, like for potential, with going with the potential, it's really like you have to consider the risk as well.
Yeah,
'Cause it
yeah.
depends on how high the risk is. So, like dating, for example,
Mm,
um, can you date for potential? I think in the beginning, absolutely. They
Yeah.
meet. I have these 10 things that I like in a person, and they meet 8. Okay, potential. Like I can see this. We start dating, but like it's years down the road, down the line, and then you like is
You
the
still
potential
need more
like
potential.
right like
is the
how
potential not potentiating?
right like and then it's like all right, well maybe maybe it's not potential,
Yeah.
uh, but it's just the risk because can I go
Yeah.
into my no?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so then like I think about like potential for a business,
Hmm.
or doing something that is like financially, like has a financial requirement. So it's like, yes, this might have potential, but like, is the risk worth it? Like, is can I potentially lose a lot of money? Like, I
And that
might,
kind
Hmm.
so would you consider business on both sides? Like it could be a yes, I would go with potential, or it could be a absolutely not. I see what you're trying to do, but it's not enough. Like there's not enough to pull me in that direction.
Hmm.
right, and then it might not be enough from you. It might not be enough from me. Like, I might not have that much money where I feel comfortable losing a certain amount of money,
Hmm.
Yeah.
or like I might not think that you have potential or enough potential, or
Yeah.
Hmm.
so I think that is one where I would be very hesitant, um, potential wise.
Yeah.
It sounds like in your example and in mine, it sounds like you have to know what, and it's not just boundaries, but you have to know what you want, like, and what your thresholds are, like what you can tolerate, like what is acceptable and what's not
Right,
acceptable. And
right,
like if you don't have that, then you'll forever be seeing potential as potential, and that potential ain't potentiating. So like you really do need to like stand firm and establish, well, reverse that. You need to establish and then stand firm on the things that you believe, like, this is what I need, this is what I want, and this is what I cannot tolerate, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know when I was talking about it earlier, I brought up like our podcast and how we see potential in our podcast and we do it maybe not for monetary reasons, because there are other, like we've talked about, other reasons why we would continue to do it, even if it didn't bring us wealth, right? But because we know that,
because it
because
is
we
bringing us
know,
what?
no, because we know that it's probably not going to bring us wealth, we don't say, well, we see these people making all this money podcasting. So why don't we throw all our eggs into podcasting, quit our jobs and focus on like we wouldn't do that. Like, yes, there's potential in making money in podcasting, but like you said, what is the risk? What is also the likelihood based on what we already know?
Hmm.
So sometimes
Even though we've been
people,
doing it for years.
yeah, I mean, have we been consistent? Have we been like doing the things that people say to do? But again,
True.
we aren't even able to do that.
Hmm.
But would we quit our jobs to be like, we want to be able to do all the things that the people say you got to do in order to be successful? No, like, no, because we also know people who are much bigger than us who also don't make money off of podcasting,
Hmm.
but they have
Hmm.
podcasts. So who are we, regular old degular people, that would just blow up out of nowhere? Like, you could have a viral moment and yeah, you could do that, but that's not really our content. Like we don't have viral content. We're just talking as friends, as parents, as husbands and wives. Like we're documenting our lives for the sake of ourselves, ourselves for the most part.
Right,
Um, but again, there's the potential. And sometimes it's like, how long do you hold on to potential? And like in the different scenarios in a business, let's say I start a business, how long do I keep like giving my resources, my time into that business before I say, all right, that's enough. Like we've gone, we've gone too far. The potential that I thought I saw is not actually there. It's time to pivot. It's time to let this go. It's time to move on. And that's kind of a rhetorical question, but also not a rhetorical question. Like if you have an idea or like a way to think about that, please share because I'm sure people would like to know.
I think something I get kind of asked a lot, um, possibly around like dating and like how I chose, well, I guess you could say chose my husband, but like, but I think for me, like in our relationship, we both were very, um, we understand that statistically there are a lot of people that can be your person. Like statistically, there's no such thing as just one person for each person. Like there's billions of people in the world. You're more than likely going to have a lot of persons to choose from. But we saw in each other that this was the best person for me because of the potential we both have, because of the references, you could say, our friends, the things our friends say about us, the things that our family says about us, the company that we keep. Um, and just even when it came to our careers, like how we invested in our own careers, um, like there was just so much evidence that we could grow together, you know and that our lives we would be able to make it work together. So, in a sense like that, it was like, okay, your potential is there for it to work between the two of us. So, we're going to choose each other, even though we know we don't have to. And we're going to make this a permanent choice by getting married because we see, again, the the amount of um just evidence that we have that you're a good person, I'm a good person, we would be a great pair together and we work well together. So it's not just the potential, but it's also the evidence of us also working together too. That was just like, yeah, this thing should be a thing and let's make this a solid thing.
Yeah.
And I think with adding on to that, it's the same thing for like businesses and stuff.
Hmm.
So you have to use that evidence. I mean, because that's ongoing. So
Yeah,
as
yeah.
if you go in to this business and it's like, cool, we're going forward, but then the evidence, the track record is, if we not trending up, is it still potential? Like,
Hmm.
are we, if we trending down, then maybe the potential is gone. It's left the building. Is the potential here
Yeah.
with us right now?
Is the
No.
potential in the
Like,
room?
right.
Yeah.
And the same thing, I mean, the same thing with like job stuff. So like I created a whole team. I was like, y'all got potential. Like we gonna do this. Um, come out and like do these tasks, do this stuff. So then they didn't do it. Like they didn't do a whole task that I wanted them to do, and I was like, that's crazy that y'all didn't do it because I asked y'all to, and y'all had a deadline. Oh well, we didn't know X, Y, and Z. Okay, well why didn't you ask me? So I'm
Hmm.
like, you know what? It's okay because we have potential. Next task, here you go. Did I get it on Monday? No. Did I get it on Tuesday? No. On Thursday, I was like, "Are y'all gonna give it to me?" And they're like, "Oh, well, we couldn't come up with a conclusion." Okay, but why didn't y'all come to me? Next time they like, "Oh, Sean, why? Can we get this next task?" Oh no, y'all disbanded. That's the end.
Hmm.
Like y'all ran out of
Hmm.
potential. That's the
Hmm.
end.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
Yeah.
y'all had potential, you didn't show, right? Like you didn't show that you could do it. Therefore, our contract has ended.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
Like you didn't
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah.
I think in friendship, like we went through cycles of friends. Well, let me not say we. I went through cycles of friends where I I don't think I was cutting people off easily, right? Like it may seem that way looking from the outside, but again with the potential, I mostly see the potential for harm, right? I'm not seeing that you could be a great person in the future, da 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 da. I'm seeing you could be the person that could hurt me because my friends are like you basically like my husband, like y'all are super close to me. So I treat it almost to that same level when I'm choosing friends. Like, yeah, we could be cool in college, it's cool, we all hang out, we're in the same space. But if I invest too much in you and I see that you're not actually like you're not actually reliable, you actually don't care about me, I'm not gonna keep you as a friend. So friendship to me is very important. Like my daughter talks about, that's my best friend, that's my best friend. And I'm like, you get a new best friend everywhere you go. Like, I need you to slow down. You can't have this many best friends. But it's the, some people take it very lightly. They can have 30 friends and they hang out with those 30 friends to the capacity that they feel is necessary. But I am not a low maintenance friend. I'm very high maintenance. I be wanting to talk to my friends. Like, I be wanting to hang out with my friends. Like, I want you I want to be prioritized, not above anyone else, but like, put me on your list. Why am I not on the list? So friendship to me is like that. So potential. There's so many people that I've been like, oh my goodness, I could see us being friends, and I'll tell Jess, and she'll be like, why don't you talk to them? Because I don't want to. Like I don't want to. I don't even want to start that process because I know myself. Like if I see that the potential is not actually there, now I'm mad because I wasted my time. So I'm like, but you have to, right? You have to sometimes jump out there and try it and risk it because you see potential. But I be wanting all, I need all the research. I be wanting the references, and you can't always get that. So there are times where you could see the potential yourself, and you don't have the backing of anything else, and you either choose to let it go or you jump in and try and see. And yeah, I haven't got there yet. I haven't got there yet. One of these days,
I was
maybe
listening to this
2027.
for your next friends. I was listening to this podcast the other day. Yes, I started listening to a podcast. Wild.
Okay.
Um, I was listening to this podcast and they were saying how difficult. Somebody asked like, "Oh, it's really difficult to make friends as an adult," and they were just saying how like everyone's so busy as an adult. Like, so if you really want to make friends, you have to like put in the effort, like so much more effort. And it's like, and it's not that other people don't necessarily want to be friends with you. It's just like they have their rhythms already. So you kind of have to disrupt that rhythm with yourself. And it's like,
Yeah.
hey, let's do this. And it's like, oh, like I did want to hang out with you, but I'm already in this rhythm. I was like,
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, but I'm also that type of person where I'm just like, what you doing? Like,
Yeah. I actually had a conversation with somebody today about like extroverts are, I'm more likely to become friends with extrovert because they pull me in,
but we
right?
just be stealing you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So this particular person has been talking to me and I'm just like, well, hey, like you keep talking to me. So he's like, so you're annoyed when I talk to you? I'm like, no, I'm just saying that normally for me to even get close to anybody, it's because they pursued me in that way. Like I'm not going to just walk up to somebody and start something. So it's not a bad thing. It's just what it is. Right. But yes, so I don't know. I don't know if because I keep saying that I don't mind having new friends. Like Joyous has a new best friend now, and the mom, she seems cool. And she texts me, well, Marcus gave her my number today, and she texted me about a birthday party. I was like, okay, cool. But I don't even know if we can go to the birthday party. Like it's a lot involved because it's on a Sunday.
Now it's a lot involved on a Sunday.
No, but we actually have plans already, and I just don't hold on. I just don't we're gonna make it work because I know that Joyous really likes the girl, so we're gonna make it work. And the girl, they bought her Joyous all this stuff for her birthday, and I'm like, Joyous' birthday is in the first 2 weeks of school. How did we get here? Like, how did we get here? So now like we can't just not go to the child's birthday party. So yeah. But yeah, I think this was a good discussion. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to add. this was on my heart because of a different issue, but I think it's something that people should consider when they're making decisions. Like, are you making it based on potential or are you making it based on, and maybe there's a different word here because we're saying potential for all of it, right? But we also talk about having evidence-based potential. What's the opposite? Like, it's still potential,
Wishful
non-evidence-based
thinking,
potential?
wishful thinking,
Yeah, yeah.
desires. Like, I
So
mean, I don't. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so don't make your decisions based off of wishful thinking. Make it
Yeah,
based off of evidence-based potential.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Mm.
I've told my friends that are in that dating space, like, you have to go off of what has happened and from a non-biased excuse, giving excuses, like backstory kind of like perspective. Like, no, like unbiased. If a friend was in your situation, what would you advise them? Would you allow somebody to treat you the way this person is treating you and be okay with it and accept it? If you wouldn't let your friend accept it, why are you accepting it yourself? If it's great treatment, what would you encourage your friend to do then? I think sometimes taking yourself out of the situation, and I get it's very hard to be unbiased about stuff, but as much as you can be unbiased because then that way you can really kind of sort through what is what. And I don't think it's wrong to have, hopeful, wishful thoughts about certain people, but I think you can only go off of the evidence to be like, well, I haven't seen it for me, or I haven't seen it, you know, in in a capacity that would translate for us for it to really, really be something that I can lean on enough to be like, yeah, I'm gonna move forward with this. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just think you have to be unbiased. Go based off of what has happened and what you know, not what you feel. Um, and if you can go from there, you can make the best decision for yourself. It's not wrong to want things. I think it's wrong when you project those wants on the people that can't deliver on those wants. I think that's when it's
Mm.
wrong.
I do also think it is interesting of how we think about potential when it's negative potential versus positive potential. And we feel like if we're, it's pretty neutral, and then it's like, this is the potential to be bad. And you're like, oh no, I'll steer clear. Like, But then if it's like the potential to be good, it's like, you know what, maybe I will chase it. And it's but like, why do we steer clear of and there's a chance that it's bad, but then there's a chance that it's good, and we ran to that.
We're more likely to go with the chance that it'll be good versus the chance that it'll be bad, is what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, like if we're in an area that it's like 90% good and there's a 10% chance of bad, and it's like, no, 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 like let's stay here. But then if it's 90% bad and then there's a 10% chance of good, and it's like, I can hold on hope, and it's like interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I feel like in those cases, it's sometimes just alluring. The
Yeah,
danger is alluring. The opportunity to work on something sometimes is alluring versus you probably don't need to be doing that extra work.
right,
Just take what you know.
right,
If you know the 90% is good, go with it. If you know the 90% is bad, leave it.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I think
I
this is a great discussion.
thought it was too. Really random, but start the season off random.
Hmm.
Right.
We are going to try to get some guests this season. I know we had one that was asking to be on. Um, yeah, last season, and then we also have Jasmine who wants to be on, and she wants to give her little announcement. So we will do that. We will try to get all of that scheduled, hopefully, and still doing bi-weekly episodes. We're gonna try to get better at posting real. reels and not just pulling like stuff from episodes, like actually posting different things. So if there's anything y'all see that y'all want us to recreate or
Stitch.
react to, yeah, what it's called? Yeah, react to
Hate
slash
reaction
stitch.
videos. Oh.
It depends. It depends.
Well,
You
not
gotta
reaction,
actually
not
say
reaction. I
something.
hate the ones where like, cause one of y'all sent one recently, and then the girl was like saying whatever, and the other girl was like, and I'm like, no, shut up.
Yeah,
Like,
I
why are
can't.
you in this
When you
video?
don't actually have any input, you just stealing your content. But
Right.
uh,
Well, I guess that's a wrap for us. Until next time.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
yes.
And
You
tell your
have the
friends.
potential to do that. And tell your friends.
But all right, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Love y'all.